Well, it was a disappointing loss. Obviously, you give up 4 runs in the first inning. We were behind the 8 ball from the get-go. We fought back to try to get in it and had certainly our fair share of opportunities with the bases loaded there with 1 out and hitting a double play. And Jonah hitting some bad luck, hit a line drive right at the left fielder there that could have tied the game up. And, we laid some balls pretty good that were caught here and there. But we put ourselves in a hole and couldn't dig out of it. And so it's a disappointing loss. But at the same time, saw some encouraging things. Reed continues to pitch his tail off, and we did some pretty good things defensively, and we had some good at bats in there and competitive at bats, but wasn't enough throughout the game, and it wasn't enough to come back from a 4-0 deficit. How we got started. So we'll pick up the pieces and get ready to play a really good Wright State team tomorrow.
Chad, how do you balance out the frustration with knowing it is early in the season?
Well, it is February, and there's certainly a whole ton of baseball to be played, and you just hate to lose games, at home, and especially when you didn't really kind of help the opponent a little bit, get off to a great start, and that was disappointing. But we still had 9 innings to play to come back, and we still had some opportunities to tie it up, and we had some good at bats when we had those opportunities. Didn't fall for us, and our kids made some good pitches as well.
What'd you like out of Graham Lawson? Looked like he was able to settle down there.
Well, he kept the game in check, and he gave us a chance, and him and Reed gave us a chance to get back in the game, and with the opportunity to win it. And that's all you can ask when you're down 4-0 before you really break a sweat.
What do you say to John Park about his outing today? Coming back from things.
Well, it's just a tough outing. He just didn't really have command of any of his pitches, and wasn't in the strike zone from the first pitch on. And when you play good people, you have to throw it in there and rely on your defense some. And obviously, those 2 free passes to start the game. I think they both scored, and they got some momentum there in the first inning, and it just wasn't a good outing for him. And that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes your pitchers aren't going to pitch great all the time, and you got to try to fight your way back and find a way to tie it up and win it late. And we got close, but it wasn't enough.
Were you hoping to save Scott for the weekend?
Nah, we were hoping to use Reed to win the game today, to be honest with you, and he pitched good enough to win it. But we'll be down Reed, at least probably till Sunday with the way that he pitched today. But we'll with the exception of Scott, we'll be fresh and ready to go for the weekend, and we'll need to be against a really good team.